Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to continue our first chapter of physics, that is Physical World of class 11. This is video number 2. So, let's continue the chapter. In this chapter, we are going to discuss following points. Point number 3, 4 and 5 we are going to discuss in this video. You know about the physics and you don't know about the Newton. That is not possible. So let's see how Newton is too much important for physicists. Newton's theory is too much important for the physicists. Let's see. There is two main principles of physics. First is unification, second is reductionism. Unification principle explain diverse physical phenomena in terms of few concepts and laws. If you take an example, Newton's law of gravitation acts on the apple falling from the tree as well as motion of the planets around the sun. Two are totally different things. Still, gravitational law is applicable to both the things. So, here gravitational law is unified for diverse phenomena. Likewise, Maxwell equation of electromagnetism, their single equation can explain a lot of things, a lot of theory related to the electricity and magnetism. So, electromagnetism equation unified the phenomena related to the electricity and magnetism. Name of the physicist and the year and their achievement in unification you can see from this table. Next is the principle of reductionism. It is to derive the properties of complex system from the properties and interaction of its constituent parts. We can understand this by taking an example. If you take the example of understanding of thermodynamics, if you want to understand the whole concept on thermodynamics, first we have to understand terms related to it, like temperature, heat, internal energy, enthalpy, laws of thermodynamics. Then only we can understand the complex phenomena thermodynamics. So, to understand the complex phenomena thermodynamics, we have to understand the term related to it or inside it. Then only we can understand the whole process or whole thing. So this is all about this principle. First is your scope and excitement of physics. Scope is divided into two parts. One is macroscopic, another is microscopic. Classical physics is included inside the macroscopic domain. This includes phenomena at large scale like laboratory, terrestrial and astronomical. Mainly it includes the four branches: mechanics, thermodynamics, electrodynamics and optics. If you come to the microscopic domain, modern physics is considered inside it. This includes the phenomena related to atom, nucleus and molecules. Also deals with the interaction of electron, proton, photon and other elementary particles. Quantum theory developed to handle this phenomena. Inside the macroscopic domain, first is mechanics. Mechanics includes the physics related to the motion, gravitation, motion of a body in one dimension, two dimension, three dimension, rigid, deformable bodies, water waves, sound waves, fluid dynamics, friction, and many more things like this. All these Newtonian physics are included in the mechanics. Many things like speed, distance, acceleration, velocity are also included inside the mechanics. In the macroscopic domain, second is thermodynamics. Thermodynamics includes the topic like heat, temperature, energy, efficiency of refrigerator, efficiency of heat engine, laws of thermodynamics, and all these things related to these topics. So, this is all about the thermodynamics. Mainly, we are going to study about mechanics and thermodynamics in class 11. Next is electrodynamics. Electrodynamics includes charged bodies, positive negative charges, their interaction, force between them, magnetic body, magnetic poles, magnetic phenomena, electric phenomena, discovery of Coulomb, Oyster, Ampere, Faraday, Maxwell, their experiment and their result. You can see some developed technology due to the electrodynamics. Working of antenna, propagation of radio waves in ionosphere, movement of the conductor inside a magnetic field, and many more things. Last in the macroscopic domain is optics. Optics is related to the mirror, lens, reflection, refraction, prism, dispersion, total internal reflection, working of microscope, telescope, polarization, interference, diffraction, how the rainbow forms, all these questions and many more things related to all these things are considered inside the optics. Next part of scope and excitement of physics is microscopic domain. Microscopic domain mainly includes structure of atom, matter, atom, photon, electron, nuclei, and energy related to it. All these are also included inside the quantum theory. This is related to the minute particles. Next is excitement of physics. Physics is exciting because it covers quantities with magnitude as high as 10 to the power 40 meter or more in case of astronomical studies and as low as 10 to the power minus 50 meter or less in case of electron, proton or microscopic particles. Similarly, the range of time scale goes from 10 to the power minus 22 second to 10 to the power 80 second and mass scale goes from 10 to the power minus 30 kg to 10 to the power 55 kg. As it covers minute to the very last in all the aspects, that's why it is very exciting. Excitement of physics not stop there. Physics is exciting in many ways. For some, it is the basic laws, for others, it is its range. To some others, the challenge in carrying out imaginative new experiments to unlock the secrets of nature, to verify or refute the theories in the thrilling. Application and exploitation of physical laws to make useful devices is the most interesting and the exciting part for the scientist. Many people try to violate the laws and try to prove that the laws are not applicable to everywhere. That is also exciting. What is behind the phenomenal progress of physics in last few centuries? What is your view? Great progress usually accompanies changes in our basic perceptions. Thus, it was realized that for scientific progress, only qualitative thinking, though no doubt important, is not enough. Quantitative measurement is central to the growth of science, especially physics, because laws of nature happen to be expressible in precise mathematical equations. The second most important insight was that the basic laws of physics are universal. The same laws apply widely in different contexts. Lastly, the strategy of approximation turned out to be very successful. Most observed phenomena in daily life are rather complicated manifestations of the basic laws. Scientists recognize the importance of extracting the essential feature of a phenomena from its less significant aspects. It is not practical to take into account all the complexities of phenomena in one go. A good strategy to focus on the essential features. Discover the basic principles and then introduce corrections to build a more refined theory of the phenomena. For example, if you take a stone and a feather and drop from the same height, they do not reach the ground at the same time. The reason is that the essential aspect of the phenomena, namely free fall under gravity, is complicated by the presence of air resistance. To get the law of free fall under gravity, it is better to create a situation where the air resistance is negligible. We can, for example, let the stone and the feather fall through a long evacuated tube. In that case, the two objects will fall almost at the same rate, giving the basic law that acceleration due to gravity is independent of the mass of the object. With the basic law thus found, we can go back to the feather. We introduce correction due to air resistance, modify the existing theory, and try to build a more realistic theory of objects falling to the earth under gravity. Physics and technology are interrelated. Both are useful for society. Sometimes physics gives rise to new technology, and sometimes requirement of new technology inspire us to analyze study of physics. If you take an example how physics give rise to new technology, you can see around you. You can see many things how the physics help to develop the technology. Electric and magnetic force in physics together combine, and this electromagnetic force develop wireless communication. You can use this wireless communication everywhere nowadays. Here, physics improves the technology. If you take an example how technology helps to analyze the physics. You all know about the computers. For computers, we need the silicon chips. For the silicon chips, we need to study the semiconductor physics. So, development of technology inspire us to research on the physics, one more branch of physics, that is your semiconductor physics. So, physics and technology are interrelated and both helps the society to develop. A most significant area to which physics will contribute is the development of alternative energy resources. The fossil fuel of the planet are decreasing very fast, and there is an urgent need to discover new and affordable sources of energy. Considerable progress has already been made in this direction. You can take the examples of conversion of solar energy, geothermal energy, atomic energy into electricity. But much more is still to be go. This is the table where some technologies and the basic principle related to it are written. This table gives an idea about the major contribution and discovery by the few scientists and their country of origin. You already know few of them. I am going to show you some Indian scientists and their discoveries. This is Satyendra Nath Bose. This picture is about the Satyendra Nath Bose, and his famous discovery is Bose-Einstein statistic. This is the picture of Bharat Ratna, late C.V. Raman. He discovered the phenomena called Raman scattering in 1928. In 1930, he got the Nobel Prize in Physics for the first time for this. He was honored with the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. India celebrates the National Science Day on 28 February of every year to commemorate the discovery of the Raman effect in 1928. There is a famous Saha Institute on the name of Meghnad Saha. He was one of our famous scientists of India, and he is not only a physicist, he is also a mathematician. He joined the University College of Science as Applied Science lecturer, later shifted to Physics Department of Kolkata University along with S.N. Bose and the C.V. Raman. This is the picture of one of the famous scientists of India, Homi Jahangir Baba. According to his name, on the respect of him, Bhabha Atomic Research Center is named after on his honor. He was one of the nuclear physicists, founding director of Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. He is known as Father of Indian Nuclear Program. This is one of our star scientists, Subramaniam Chandrasekhar. His work was very much famous in the astrophysics world. His most notable work is the Chandrasekhar limit, which explains that if the mass of a white dwarf star exceeds 1.44 times that of the Sun, it would implode. In this video, we have discussed about the microscopic scope, classical and modern physics, quantum physics, excitement of the physics, why physics is exciting, relation of physics and technology, how they are related to the society. Apart from that, we have seen many discoveries by different scientists. We have discussed about our few famous scientists of India. So, I hope you will able to answer these questions below. This is all about this part of the video. Thank you for listening me carefully.